What's up, beer drinkers? How y'all doing this week? We got another great show for you again this week. We drink and review some beers from Ridgeway Brewing out in Oxfordshire, England. Santa's Butt. And then we have another beer from Spoetzl Brewing down in Shiner, Texas. We have their Holiday Cheer. And then in our beer news, we talk about AB In-Bev closing, one particular brewing facility out in Fairfield, California, but there's two others. I think they're both back on the East Coast. So three in all, AB In-Bev are closing 3 breweries. We talk a little bit about that. And then for our Cöld Brüe List, we pay tribute to Rob Reiner and talk about his 10 greatest movies. I know he's did a lot more than movies. He did TV shows and whatnot. He was a producer, writer, director. And we just talk about 10 of them, and we go a little. We mentioned a couple others. I know that if we mentioned all of them, we wouldn't be able to stay within our time frame. And then after that, we untap our beers, and then in our Drunken Shenanigans, we mostly talk about football. Just in generalities, we talk about the Chiefs, the going down in flames for the first time in since 10 years, 8 years, 9 years, something like that. And 49er and Sorcerer Chromatic talks about going to the 49er game. Don't forget to follow us on Untappd and on Instagram. And you can hear these shows not only on Apple Podcasts, but also on Spotify and Podbean.com and YouTube. So without further ado, it's time for another Cöld Brüe. Coming at you pre-recorded from Cöld Brüe Studios. I am Greg. He is Sorcerer Chromatic, and we're here to talk about beer.
Yes, we are.
How you doing this week, man?
Good. Good, crazy week. We'll get into that. My quick trip, and then look at me recording live one Sunday night after a game.
Yeah, right. I was giving you, you know what? I'll be honest. I was giving you 60-40 odds.
Oh, nice.
Because I know you've been trying to figure out the magic formula to keep you from getting those headaches that you got in the last couple times.
Right.
So I had faith, but there was still a little seed of doubt. I'll be honest.
Huh. Keep underestimating you. me and Bitch Coolidge.
Yeah, maybe one day you will estimate me.
Yes.
All right. You ready to talk about some beer?
That I am.
All right. So today I have from our good friends, who brewed this fucking beer? It's from the UK, from Ridgeway Brewing out of Oxfordshire. Do you have any friends or enemies in Oxfordshire?
I got apps around. Yeah.
It's hard to. They're always moving to stay away from, stay off my radar.
Yeah. They're playing chess. They're moving here to see if I go there.
There you go. All right. Keep you on your toes. I have from Oxfordshire, from Ridgeway, I have Santa's Butt.
Hey now.
Look at that. Look at that bottle, man. Santa's got some cake in this fucking picture, right?
Whoa, hey.
He moved on from cookies.
That naughty list is growing.
Reading up the label here, this special holiday porter is made for winter, rich and warming the way they like it at the North Pole. It was inspired by this famous line from a well-loved children's storybook. And Santa sat on his great butt, enjoying a hearty brew. In case you find that amusing, the brewer hastens to point out that England butt refers to a certain sized barrel customarily used for beer. A very large barrel, in fact, holding 108 imperial gallons. Back in the day, it was quite a normal thing for a brewery to put its beer in a large butt for storage. Still snickering, eh? Get your mind out of the gutter, or Santa will be skipping your house entirely this year. It's a nail. Yeah.
Real quick. I heard something to write up to about that butt as a unit of measure to justify when you say a buttload.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but it also begs the question: does that size of a barrel have a butthole?
Yeah. How do you empty the butt?
That's right. It's an ale and it contains barley and oats, imported by Lime Ventures out of Concord, California. Hey, that's about by your neck of the woods.
That it is.
Oh, here it is. Thanks to
And
our
my
Eagle.
ops too.
Yeah.
I said, and my ops too.
Yeah. Right. Without further ado, here's thanks to Eagle Cap Off. Yeah, cap off. Oh, that was a terrible. This thing's not grabbing right. There you go. Oh, that was good. All right, what do you got?
All right, I got from Shiner. Is it Shiner Brewery? Shiner Brewery?
No, I think it's called like something different. The Shiner is the brand, but the brewery is called like Shirts or something like that, right? I'll look it up.
What do I know? They're out of Texas. I know that. I don't know what part of Texas. Okay, I got the Shiner Holiday Cheer. It's their winter seasonal. It's available seasonally November through December in bottles, cans, or draft. This is all from the website.
Yeah.
And the website is shiner.com. That's why I didn't know the brewer or the affiliated company.
Okay.
First brewed in 2010, the ABV is 5.40. Bitterness IBU is 22. So the malts are premium 2-row wheat and caramel malts. Specialty hops are the hops used. And then for the yeast, it's a lager yeast. The color is amber with the SRM of 30. Tasting notes. Our Old World Dunkelweizen is brewed with Texas peaches and roasted pecans. The flavors of its dark wheat ale are enhanced through krausening, enduring a smoothness that makes this brew all the more satisfying. And it won bronze in the 2013 Australian International Beer Awards.
Oh, nice.
It pairs well with fruit cake, maple glazed ham, and gift wrapping.
Okay. Nice.
All right. Well, without any further ado, cap off.
It's brewed by Spoetzl Brewing Company or Spoetzl Brewery out of Shiner, Texas.
Ah, okay.
And Spoetzl is spelled Spoetzl. Anyway, have you ever had this Santa's butt? I know I see it every year. It's always a holiday beer at like Beverages and More, Total Wine, and some of the bigger retailers. Have you ever tried Santa's butt?
Well, hey.
Not the beer, not the actual,
The phrasing of the question. Wow. So indicated. Long story short, I want to say I might have, but way back before we even started the podcast. I think when we were getting into craft beer, I think we got that. So I don't know how many years we've been doing this now, but long story short, it's if I have, it's been a while. But the thing is too, those holiday beers, there's like a little family of them too, the Naughty Elf and all that stuff. So I mean, if not Santa's, then maybe one of the other ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there's Naughty Elf and I think Lump of Coal's the other one. But yeah, I see it every year. and this is the first time I bought it. So I'm I've had it, and it tastes like it does taste like a porter. It's roasty on the roasty side. It's almost towards a stout. It doesn't taste like dirt to me. I know I've said it before plenty of times on this podcast that to me English porters taste like dirt because it has that earthiness to it, but this one doesn't have that. It does have the roastiness and some earthy tones to it, but no, this was not too bad. I like it. Maybe it's because it's a little bit higher in ABV. I think this one's a 6.0 ABV, and most of the other porters I've had, the English porters anyway, have always been the on the lower side. So maybe because it's got a little bit more malt in it to boost the ABV, it adds a little bit more sweetness and a little bit more body to the beer. It's so far it's pretty good. I wouldn't call it a winter warmer, but it is a little bit warmer than most porters I've had in my lifetime. But then again, truth be told, I haven't had many porters because it's not my favorite style. So, but I'm digging this one. Pretty good so far. So how's your beer?
Interesting. I didn't realize that it's like a Dunkelweiss. I just thought it was like some sort of a winter warmer base with the peaches and the pecan.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's a lot sweeter than I thought. I'm trying to think of just what a regular Dunkelweiss is, and then drawing off that with the wheat and the peach and the pecan. Even though I'm not too sure what pecan notes in a beer would show up as. However, this has got winter all over it. You sip it, you taste it, you get a little bit of deep maltiness. However, it is sweet with the wheat.
Nice.
Sweet with the wheat and the peaches to it. It's interesting. I didn't think I'd like it, but I'm liking it. I don't know how to describe what's going on.
Yeah, maybe it's got to warm up a little bit to give you a more full picture. Fuller picture?
Yeah, I'm only a few sips in.
Yeah.
So, real quick, I just noticed that Spoetzl or whatever you say it is right on the label too. It's just kind of different.
I pronounce it Spoetzl. I could be wrong.
Whatever.
Those Texas Germans. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. Enjoyable beer. Yeah, in fact, I know I've avoided this in the past because I didn't think I'd like it. And I just thought I'd bite the bullet and try it. But I'm only a few steps in. We'll see how it opens up and changes.
Very nice. All right, we will rate our beers during our Untappd portion of the show. Don't forget to follow us on Untappd, and you could see what we drink before the show comes out. But right now, it's time for some beer news. All right. I just have one story today. Comes to us from the failing San Francisco Chronicle. And you clued me into this story earlier this week. And so it's probably comes as no surprise to you. But the headline from the San Francisco Chronicle articles that reads, "The world's largest beer company is shuttering its last Bay Area facility." Those of you out there in the Bay Area know of the Fairfield, right? Fairfield bottling plant.
Yeah, Fairfield, Fairfax, whatever.
Fair something. Anheuser-Busch, the largest beer company in the U.S., will close its last Bay Area brewing facility. The company notified the city of Fairfield that it will close its nearly 50-year-old brewery there in 2026. Mayor Catherine Moy announced on Facebook. A company representative confirmed the impending closure to the Chronicle. The Fairfield facility opened in 1976 and brews more than 20 of Anheuser-Busch's brands. The company, which was purchased by 2008 by Belgian beer conglomerate InBev, formerly AB InBev, or forming AB InBev, the largest brewing company in the world, produces Budweiser, Stella Artois, Corona, and Michelob, among others. The impacts for us will be a loss of local employment and impact to our water utility operations and revenue, Moy wrote, recalling the imminent closure devastating. The Fairfield plant is one of the city's largest employers. A spokesperson for Anheuser-Busch did not confirm the number of employees at the plant. Anheuser-Busch announced the Fairfield shuttering alongside another plant closure in Merrimack, New Hampshire, as well as its plans to sell an iconic nearly 75-year-old brewery in Newark, New Jersey. The changes across the three plants will impact 475 full-time employees, all of whom will be offered jobs at other U.S. facilities, and Anheuser-Busch spokesperson said. These changes will enable us to invest even more in our remaining operations and in our portfolio of growing industry-leading brands, the company's statement reads. Closures are another sign of the continuing troubles in the beer industry. A poll this year from analytics company Gallup shows the percentage of Americans who reported drinking alcohol has fallen to a record low, a drop that has been especially pronounced among younger people. When people do drink alcohol, they're frequently choosing alternatives to both beer and wine, an industry also in crisis, such as canned cocktails. The Brewers Association, a craft beer industry group, reported that the U.S. beer production and imports were down 1% in 2024. Craft beer sales dropped 4% last year. Anheuser-Busch reported a net profit of $1.05 billion in the third quarter of 2025, down from $2.07 billion during the same period in 2024. A boycott of its Bud Light brand over social media posts with a transgender influencer may have cost the company $1.4 billion in sales. I don't know. That's a little stretch. I don't know why they had to throw that in there. It's like what do they call it? Catching a stray.
Yeah.
There's just one more paragraph. Fairfield officials are trying to determine how to use the location once it goes dark. I don't think it will be an easy task given the large, highly specialized nature of the facility, City Manager David Gassaway wrote in a letter to the mayor and city council. I hope I'm wrong, though. It's a big business decision to close plants. Not only just one, but three of them. Two on the East Coast. One on the West Coast, yeah, obviously, but then also two on the East Coast, which might put more strain on the production facilities that are still open. I was reading another article. There's a upstate New York plant that is probably going to assume more of a production cost, and those workers are probably going to be expected to produce more without getting paid more. That's fucked up.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, how do you feel about do you know anyone at the AB In-Bev plant, or what are your feelings about the Fairfield plant closing?
Well, honestly, first I was going to make a joke in my Willy Wonka impersonation.
Yeah.
Don't stop, come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, when a total of 400 plus people are going to be, I'm not going to say out of work because they said that they have the opportunity to relocate. Oh, you're like, oh boy, because everyone wants to do that with their job, right?
Right.
I feel for the workers. Long-time listeners of the show, and even short-time listeners who know craft beer know probably have similar thoughts about AB In-Bev and Anheuser-Busch. However, for people involved when it's their job and their livelihood, I gotta push that aside and just think, damn, these people who, it's a big American company too. It's kind of sad, this industry is taking a hit like that. That's how I see it. So, Yeah, I said it's closed, but that's the thing though too, that place has been open for 50 years. I don't know how the upkeep is too. Maybe it was just also straining like the facility. Oh, at what point do you not upgrade anymore, or do you just try to use, I guess, funding for a new building? They just decided to maybe make just a newer plant bigger, which is not necessarily a bad move. However, if the plant's halfway across the country, yeah, the workers at the plant in Fairfax or Fairfield, whatever, are are probably not going to make that trip.
Right. And I mean, I shouldn't say because I haven't said anything yet, but it's a 50-year-old plant. The upkeep is probably getting worse and worse, and the maintenance costs are getting harder to maintain, to keep the same operating margin from that plant. So yeah, I haven't seen any stories saying there's another plant opening. So I think as far as I'm concerned, it just seems like they're gonna make the other plants produce a little bit more for the time being, and maybe there might be a new plant in the works, maybe not. I have no idea. It like the article mentions, and we've talked about before, this industry is in I don't know if it's in a decline, but it's definitely not in a growth phase like it has been like for the last 10 years. So maybe it's a time to reevaluate and see where the next phase is going to be.
I agree. So, unfortunate story for the workers involved.
Right.
And I, you know, as much as don't buy these products, I see them everywhere. I'm pretty sure they're still going to be on the shelves.
Yeah.
Regardless. So with that, I'd be interested. I'd be shocked if there was a real supply impact because of this.
And speaking of AB In-Bev, I've been looking and I can't find it anymore. I should have saved it. But there is a new Bud Light out there that I think is co-branded with the Buffalo Bills, called like the Blizzard beer, and it's actually brewed with actual snow. Like the water comes from snow.
I saw that. Or I heard about that.
Oh, really? You did? Like I wasn't imagining it, huh?
No, but yeah, that was the thing. I didn't know if that was just a local regional gimmick or a nationwide.
Oh yeah, here it is. The Bud Light Blizzard refers to a special limited edition beer called Blizzard Brew, created by Bud Light and the Buffalo Bills, using snow collected from Highmark Stadium's field in order to honor the iconic Bills Mafia fan base tradition of shoveling snow for the team. It's available in 16-ounce cans in the Buffalo area for the team's final regular season home game at the stadium, marking an end of an era before a new stadium opens. So they actually have like some sweat and tears from the Bills Mafia in the snow, or is that just me making fun of them?
A little bit of both.
All right, right on. Anyway, all right, that's all I have for this week's beer news. So, do you know what that means?
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Speaking of shoveling snow, I heard that the Bengals didn't shovel their stadium and the snow, and all the fans were like, "What the hell, bro?"
Yeah, but they've also been cheap ass owners too.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you saw that article or saw it, but someone suggested that the fine should be 5 times the cost to have the labor of the snow shoveled. So the fact that the fine isn't a fraction of getting it done.
Yeah, but they'd have to get that into the league's like charter or rules or something like that, right?
Right. And then you start saying, well, the dome teams don't have to worry about that, or the fair the nice weather, like Levi. It's never going to snow at Levi's,
or Jacksonville. You see, people were in the fucking pool at Jacksonville.
But they have a different type of snow over there. We're not going to touch it. This
Oh
is
shit.
a show about beer.
Oh man. All right. Shout out to Tony Montana. All right. Do you have you know what that so I'm done with the beer news. Do you know what that means?
I do.
It means it's time for everyone's favorite segment on Cold Brew because it's my favorite segment. It's time for the Cöld Brüe List.
Keep it real up in the field, all right?
All right, let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite Rob Reiner movie?
Oh, probably when Harry Met Sally. That was him, right?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's an awesome movie. I mean, even back before I was into rom-coms, that's a bad way to start that thought. Never really been into rom-coms, but that's one I like. That's one I like. I also like Overboard, but I don't think he did Overboard. That's my guilty pleasure movie, by the way. Those of you out there, fucking love Overboard. But when Harry Met Sally, it's still a favorite of mine, and I think it might have been. Some people say it's the movie It's About Last Night was the first rom-com, but I think When Harry Met Sally was the one that legitimized the form. But anyway, why do you ask?
Well, sadly, with a heavy heart, Rob Reiner was taken from the world, not just the entertainment world, but from the world. What you called right now? Speculation is that his son, his son, stabbed him and his wife to death.
Fucking sad, man.
Unfortunately, yeah, sadly. But yeah, as a tribute, you gotta. This guy's body of work as the director is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then he was an actor and TV producer, and he I'm not overstating that he was a big wheel in the entertainment industry. However, he turned when he wanted to. He wasn't in everything. He didn't do crazy. He didn't hammer out stuff. But gosh, is kind of like what you call when Dr. Dre was with NWA in Death Row. I mean, he couldn't miss.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anytime he threw a dart, it landed, if not on bullseye, right next to it.
Yeah, he hit the target. So, I have just what do I want to say? A tribute list. I'm just going to do his top 10 movies on Ranker.
Okay.
Number 10, Postcards from the Edge. Meryl Streep, Shirley MacLaine, Dennis Quaid.
I've never seen. I remember. You know what? I remember the trailer for that. It was like Meryl Streep, and she was hanging on the side of a building, and she was like lamenting something, and then she put her hands up, like, what the fuck, and then she put them back, like she's still hanging on. I remember the trailer because it was just funny, but I've never seen the movie though.
I've seen parts of the movie, but yeah, like it's basically she was an actor just dealing with the real life of a celebrity.
Okay.
And her mom, but I think either her or her mom was like in and out of rehab or just got out of rehab. Again, what movie came out in? That come out? It doesn't say. Oh, in 1990. Okay. Yeah, so we're here.
Yep. All right, what's
next?
He
didn't direct that one, by the way. He just produced it, I guess.
Okay.
Next is Ed TV. Came out in 1999.
Yeah.
Directed by Ron Howard, starring Matthew McConaughey, Jenna Elfman, and Ellen DeGeneres.
I remember seeing the movie. I don't remember what it was about, but I remember seeing parts of it because I can't remember the whole thing.
They put McConaughey's character's name is Ed on TV, like a not just a reality show, like those celebrity, like the MTV ones or the basketball ones, but like it was just him 24/7, like just documenting his life.
Yeah, it came off the heels of the Truman Show, right? Not that it was the
Yeah,
same.
that's what I thought too. It was too much overlapping. That's why I'm like, oh man, is this what movies are going to be from now?
Right.
However, it was a young McConaughey too.
Yeah.
He was funny. I remember he was funny in it.
Mhm.
I remember like making a whole thing about how he likes to clip his toenails, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Number 8, The First Wives Club, came out in 1996, directed by Hugh Wilson, Goldie Hawn, Bette Midler, and Diane Keaton.
I remember that movie. I've never seen it though. I remember it came out, but it wasn't meant for me at the time.
Yeah. Next, in 1994's Bullets Over Broadway. Oh shit, my app.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that movie. I don't think I've ever seen that one either. Man, all
I know,
these
I'm thinking about that too.
bunch of pieces.
With John Cusack, Jack Warden, and Chaz Palminteri,
Oh,
directed
man.
by Woody Allen.
Yeah, it wasn't like a film noir type movie.
Yeah, it was in the 1920s. He made a deal with the mob to get his movie made.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe not, but yeah, it was still
production, whatever.
yeah, period piece.
Number 6, Primary Colors, 1998, directed by Mike Nichols, John Travolta, Emma Thompson, and Billy Bob Thornton.
That's the political thriller, right?
I don't know if it's a thriller, but it's about Bill Clinton's 92 run.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. It's based off the book. There's
Yes.
a book called Primary Colors. That's right.
Red, blue, and yellow. Next, number 5. 1987's Danny DeVito directed Throw a Mama from the Train.
Oh, yeah, I love that movie. Billy Crystal.
Yeah, Danny DeVito, Billy Kristen, Owen, and Owen's cousin.
Right.
And Anne Ramsey.
It was a stormy night. It was a dark and stormy night.
No, the night was humid.
Oh, the night was human. That's what it was. I forgot. Yeah, there was because Billy Crystal was a writer and he was teaching a class about how to write, and then he was mad about Danny DeVito, and yeah. Anyway, okay. Now we're getting to the territory where I've actually seen the movies, and that was a amazing dark comedy.
Yes, it was good. Next is a classic, 1979, directed by Carl Reiner, of all people.
Oh,
The Jerk.
oh, that's amazing. I fucking love that movie, dude. Oh, you know what? Go ahead.
Steve Martin, Bernadette Peters, and
Yeah.
Caitlin Adams. Or Caitlin Adams.
Love that movie. You know, I never got into it until like about, I think I want to say like 15 years ago when I was working in San Jose at FedEx, and we used to watch movies, and the guys would always bring in some old movies, and then we watched The Jerk, and I couldn't get enough of it. I just wanted to watch it over and over again. So yeah, I was a late bloomer to The Jerk. How about you?
Oh, geez. I mean, yeah, I was older in life when I got into it. I mean, if I could sit down and watch that movie, like, uninterrupted, I would, like, at any chance I get. But at the same time, there's a lot of movies I could say that fit that category for me, too.
Yeah. Especially when he's leaving. He's like, I don't need anything except this chair. And then he just keeps it. If that scene comes on, I'm watching the whole team.
The paddle ball is my favorite.
Yeah, the paddle ball. And this ashtray. All right, go ahead.
Number 3, 1990s thriller directed by the man himself, James Caan, Kathy Bates, and Francis Steenbergen. No, Steam heck. Whatever. Misery.
Dude, that the hobbling scene is
Yeah.
the most gut-wrenching fucking part. I can't believe he actually directed that one. That's a Stephen King movie, or Stephen King written, right? Based off
Yeah.
of. Damn, that's such a great movie.
I couldn't agree more. Number 2, your favorite, Sleepless in Seattle. 1993, Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, Bill Pullman.
I mean, I've seen it. No, I'm not into it. I don't know if it's my favorite. But.
I'll just tell you talked about
it. Hey, shh.
Dude, number 1 hits a bunch of lists, bunch of some of the best work. 1984, directed by Rob Reiner himself. This is Spinal Tap.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's
Rob
a good
Reiner,
one.
Michael McKean, and Christopher Guest. Spinal
Right.
Tap. So it's a mockumentary on a band. It's hilarious, dude. I swear to God, when I drive around in my car, the volume, guess what I put in it?
11.
11. Yeah. Now, granted, mine goes all the way up to like 45 or something like that.
Okay.
But I put it at 11.
I didn't see that movie really till I don't know, like 5 or 6 years ago.
Hey, I'm gonna raise my hand. I haven't seen the whole movie. I just seen like a bunch of clips and excerpts of it. You know, put it together, I get the gist of it. In fact, too, I saw this thing or read about this thing where like they even got a camera crew that makes music videos and documentaries on bands to film some of the scenes, and like they didn't get, like, they're like looking for the joke. They're like, wait a minute, this is what these guys really do. What's so funny here? What's the big deal? You know.
In fact, Rob Reiner was in that scene where the turn it up to 11 scene.
Right.
Yeah, because he was quote interviewing the band. Isn't there a new Spinal Tap coming out?
Yeah. In fact, too, I was reading about Reiner, and yeah, they said he was announcing at Comic-Con that this is Spinal Tap 2.
Damn.
Well, sadly, that concludes this week's list. But there's some other good Rob Reiner ones out there too that I'm surprised weren't on the list, like Princess Bride.
Yeah, I was just looking that up because I thought he was involved in that one. Yeah, that's an amazing movie.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Stand by Me.
Yeah.
So there's Stephen King one.
Mm-hmm.
When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, I mentioned that one. Yeah.
Ghosts of Mississippi. Alex and Emma too. That's another popular one. I haven't seen that one. And 2, it all goes to his what's it called? His On the Family Days.
Yeah.
Being the brother-in-law, taking not even the butt of the jokes, just literally being the whipping boy for Archie Bunker.
Meathead.
Yeah, Meathead.
Yeah, dead from the neck up.
Yeah. He was a good one. He definitely was a good one.
It seemed like, I don't know, he was also an advocate for Hollywood and everything too. He was always like helping the industry maintain its I don't know how just from what my own casual observance, it always seemed like he was trying to help the industry maintain its own image and its own autonomy from outside influences. Raise a glass to Rob Reiner.
Cheers. Meathead. Archie Bunker too.
How's your beer treating you, man?
Good. Definitely almost done. Definitely enjoying this one.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna rate our beers right now on Untappd. Let me scroll over to the Untappd app. And I know you had the Shiner, but which Shiner did you have? The Winter Shiner? What's it called? Holiday?
Holiday cheer.
Okay. Holiday Cheer. There it is. Shiner Holiday Cheer. What would you like to rate this beer at?
Gosh, I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
Oh, okay, nice. Let's see here. Check in 3.75. And what notes would you like to leave on it?
Let's see. Let's see. Wintry,
Wintry.
peachy,
Peachy. Okay.
and sweet.
And sweet. You want to sing the Peaches song from the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Peaches, peaches, peaches. I start singing that, but my daughters get on that. Dad, stop!
I know. Did you ever sing Golden in front of him?
Yeah. Okay. Golden, like what? Like I do that. We're going up, and that's one of the ones that they love it, so they take over. And they like start singing the whole thing. So I don't do that because I'll hear the whole song.
Yeah. Golden. I don't know the words, but yeah. But you now I brought it up. Now it's stuck in my head, so I can't blame you. All right. So the Santa's butt. Not bad for a porter. Considering my history with porters, I think this is one of my. I would say it's up there as far as rating wise for a porter in my estimation. I'm gonna give this one a 4. I still don't like porters, but this one is my favorite, I guess you could say, of the style I don't like.
Yeah, we've all been there.
It has an overall rating of 3.33. See, look, I'm rating it better than all these no good nicks, giving it a 3.33. 2 of our friends have rated. Oh, I forgot to say if our friends have rated the other one. Chris Toadman gave it a 3, and Hefe gave it a 4. All right, so he's right there with me. 4, and I am going to say it is malty, roasty, and does not taste like dirt. And save and check in. All right. Let's see. Yeah, dude, Ding Dong, the witch is dead. Not making fun of Rob Reiner or his wife or anything. No, the Chiefs.
Oh, I don't know. Tom Brady got injured in his 9th year.
I'm not saying they're okay. They're dead for this year. They're out.
Yeah, and probably most of next year too.
Oh yeah, because it'd take about a year. I don't know, man. These ACLs are getting shorter and shorter.
The thing is, does Andy Reid have what it takes to fire up the old Minshew Mania machine again?
No, I don't know, man. Maybe they get someone from another team, like Joe Burrow. No, Joe Burrow wouldn't go over there.
No, he wouldn't.
Not for a year, anyway. Yeah. Do you think? I don't know. I mean, I didn't see the play, but is it really his ACL? Mahomes tore his ACL, or is it because he's butthurt because they lost and he's like, I'm out?
Right.
So I have a feeling he kind of like partially tore his ACL a couple years ago, but because they're in the playoffs, he stuck it out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't see a pro athlete just tapping out like that for the season. I mean, I get it. Maybe if it was, I don't know. Well, in theory, yeah, they only got 3-4 weeks left.
Yeah.
3 weeks left now. I mean, I don't know. I think he likes the game too much. I mean, you could still play for stats and just experience. Just I don't know.
Eh.
I maybe it's an injury enough where like, hey, I might as well just shut it down for the season. But I don't know if it's an ACL, especially if he's ready week 1, because this is already late in the year.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm just throwing that out there. I'm sure. I would like to think he's really injured. Not. I don't want him to be really injured, but he's not faking it, and just because he's butt hurt because they lost, but he's actually injured. Yeah. And you know what? Just because he's on the Chiefs and the Chiefs beat the Niners in the Super Bowl twice, and I am upset about that, but I still rather have him on the field and lose rather than have him on the sidelines and lose.
Right. No, I get you. Yeah, I mean, injuries do suck. I mean, like that Ertz guy the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, now you have to think too, is that his career right there too?
Yeah.
Because he's like year 13 versus Mahomes year 9. I mean, okay, 4 seasons the difference, but it could be, it very well could be, depending on the severity of it too.
Right.
So it's injuries are part of the game, but you don't like them. You don't have to like them.
Right. I mean, our team is no stranger to fucking injuries, man. Oh, speaking of our team, how was the game today? What was the vibe like? Was it, party central, or is it like, hey, we should win this game, so let's just,
I think it was a little bit of that.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, it was a cold day. It was foggy all day, no sun, really overcast. Like I'm talking, it was mid 50s though. Hey, real quick, one of the ushers were walking in the stadium, and he said, "There is no flight over today due to weather. There is no flight." I'm like, "Oh, well, do they cancel the war because of weather too?"
Yeah, we don't have instruments that can.
Yeah. Is this a warplane that we're talking about?
Yeah, they got some Cessna flying over.
Search and rescue calling it off. It's too foggy.
Too foggy. Let's try tomorrow.
Yeah. No, all jokes aside, I put it this way: it didn't feel like an intense crowd. Like it was more of a chill vibe. That kind of, I wouldn't say not a sellout, but it wasn't as loud as it normally can get.
Yeah. Almost like a party vibe, maybe, because everyone's there. We're the team's doing well, and it wasn't it's not a playoff type atmosphere like the Chiefs Chargers game would have been.
Right.
Who do we have? Who do the Niners have next week? It's not the Bears, right? It's the Colts.
Yeah, Colts Monday night.
Oh, Monday Night Football! Wow, that's cool, man. Hell yeah.
Old Man River.
Old Man River. You see the picture floating of him around looking like Biden?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. People put Biden in a Colts jersey, like the typical NFL, bust, jersey for the just like the websites and stuff like that. It's Biden. Oh, too funny. The internet still undefeated.
Indeed.
Cool, man.
But it was a fun game. I mean, a win at home, that's why you go.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, there's that Monday night game, and then 3 games in a row at home, because then the Bears are the following week, right? Sunday night.
Yeah, we got Bears Sunday night, and then Seattle to be determined.
Yeah, the last week, man. That one might be for like jockeying for 5th or 6th position right there, right?
Or first.
Yeah, maybe depending on what the Rams did. I was in my Pick'ems league, I picked Seattle to win. I thought that was going to be a for sure thing, and that one that was close, man. And the Lions, I'm like, Lions Rams, it can go either way, but man, the Lions they just don't have it on defense anymore. They're just too hurt.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I guess it is possible that the 49ers can be in first place. I'm not going to bank on it. I just hope they just make the playoffs, healthy enough to make the playoffs to give them another, January football. I mean, is there anything better than January football?
February football?
Or like the September football is still great because, everyone's at 0.
Right. No, actually, I would say January football too, because at least the playoff games you could get a home win. Where like February football is Super Bowl, and
yeah,
hey, that's every man for himself on that, right?
Yep. Hey, you might get a chance to go to this year, right?
Probably not.
I know. The odds are you won't get it, but so you're saying there's a chance. Anyway, cool, man. All right. Anything else you'd like to bring up on this episode of Cöld Brüe Podcast?
No, not really.
Okay, cool. Thank you for downloading yet another Cöld Brüe. I am Greg. He is Sorcerer Chromatic, and we'd like to wish you cheers.
Until next time.